Facebook, we're live on YouTube, we're active on X. Nigeria Info PH is the handle. You could also follow me on social media, D Kalada. And let's keep conversations for development going. All right, you're welcome. This is Hard Facts. Once again, I am Kalada Rubasbo, and it's my pleasure having you join me for this conversation. And this time, I'm looking at a news item. It was in one of our bulletins yesterday and also in our bulletin today. And it has to do with the coalition of all 2024 Rivers State local government area chairmanship candidates endorsing the conduct of the 5th October local government elections in the state. Now, in a communique signed by all the candidates during a press briefing in Port Harcourt, the group said for the sake of moving the state forward, they are aligning with the governor's determination for local government council allocations to be released. I would love to understand, what they mean by aligning with the governor. And so I've invited the chairman of the coalition, Progress Ogbokuma, who, passed a vote of confidence on Governor Sminalai's Fubara's determination to bring peace to the state. I want to understand what he means by that, or what all of the candidates who ran for the position of chairman, what they mean by what they have said. But let's take a listen.
The coalition has its misgivings concerning the just concluded Rivers State local government elections, but as true Rivers patriots, wholly committed to the peace, progress, growth, development, and unity of Rivers State, we prefer to communicate same to His Excellency. The coalition requests an urgent audience with His Excellency in person. We pass a vote of confidence on Sir Siminalaye Fubara for his peaceful dispositions, even in the face of obvious provocation. Rivers State local government elections. Vote of confidence on Sir Siminalaye for his peaceful dispositions, even in the face of obvious provocation.
All right, I'm finding it very difficult to reach my guest. You know how terrible and unstable the network is. So I guess it's a conversation that you and I will have, and we will see how we can make it a good conversation. You and I. Let's see. So you had them there. They have their reservations with some of the things that happened. Remember, was it on Tuesday? I think it was. We had one of the candidates, one of the chairman candidates, I think for Ogubolo, come in here and say that he did not think this was, it was free, fair, and credible. He said there were questions, and he asked the questions on the show, even though some of you said, oh, you should go to court. Now, the collective chairman who ran for, various local governments from various political parties in the state, now come out to say, okay, fine. The elections may not have been perfect. The elections, like we say in our parlance, may have some comma. However, we're going to let it slide. We're going to let it go in the interest of peace in Rivers State. Now, while the law allows for settlement outside of the courts, outside of the judiciary, of course, there is the out-of-court settlement. Even when you go to court, the judiciary will tell you that you've got the option of settling outside of the court. While there is all of that, peaceful resolution process, that can occur and that can happen. And of course, when we think about the political drama, a lot of us on the show, we've said, let's give it a chance. Let's see how we can have a political settlement to some of the happenings in Rivers State. Let's build the argument for a political settlement to certain issues in Rivers State. Now, if I do ask you, which I've done in the past a couple of times, what the problem of Nigeria is, the basic problem. A lot of you will say the leadership is the basic problem of Nigeria, not just Nigeria, but of Africa, right? And if that is the case, how do we get in good leaders? You would answer, because I've asked these questions before, you would answer and you would say that, the elections are the best way, or one of the best ways to get good people into the position of leadership. That until we have free, fair, credible elections, we will continue to have the kind of leaders who have derailed our progress. That's what some of you argue in such conversations. And the local government election is not an exception, I want to believe. Now, I am not the one who is given the observation or the opinion that there are certain things or irregularities that characterize the local government elections. However, do you think such things should be thrown aside? And by the way, the only people who have got the local standee to challenge any irregularity in court are those who participated, like these chairmen, maybe the councillors, who also ran through or via the party that they represent. So these are the only people who can challenge. But if we say we want to build institutions that work, if we say we want a robust RESEC, a robust INEC, a robust NNPCL, a robust police, a robust judiciary, a robust legislative arm of government, be it at the local, the state, or the federal level. We even have a robust executive government in any of the levels. Do you think things like this should be swept under the carpet? That's the conversation I like to have. Unfortunately, my guest is not here, but I do have you on the other side of the radio, and I'm looking forward to having your thoughts, your arguments, your debate, your postulations as to such a matter. All right, let's get to the phone lines right now. Remember, you could call me via the call lines 0817-923-0002, 0817-923-0003, and 0817-923-0007. We've got WhatsApp number 0809-030641. You could also what's it called now, call me via WhatsApp once again, 0809-030641. All right, let's get to the meat of the conversation. I'm taking this call now, and let's find out who we have here. 92.3 Nigeria Info. What is your name and where are you calling in from?
Good evening.
Greetings to you.
I'm Emeka calling from Elelewon.
Emeka from Elelewon, welcome. Straight to the point,
The
please.
conversation includes the appeal court judgment, right?
I'm not talking about appeal court judgment, please. Have you been listening? Have you been listening? Anyways, moving on, listen, and then you call back in. I'm talking about, the chairman and associate, as a coalition of chairmen who came together and said even though they've got reservations, they feel irregularities, characterize the local government election, they're given a vote of confidence. They're endorsing the local government election because they believe in the governor's attempts to bring peace to River State. And by the way, we all need peace, right? But then I'm asking for stronger institutions, or to strengthen institutions, things like this be swept under the carpet. So what do you make of the stance of this coalition? That's the question I'm asking. I've got Emeka from Owerri. Emeka, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear from you. Yeah. Emeka, welcome.
And when you know what, when this kind of people tell you like, no, you are where they're going. Anybody else that needs to trust Nigeria. I think that is good. Especially on the side where the president block at the other president. Looking at the presidency side of the power, you make the case. Look, people have an adequate opportunity. There's no way. If you don't have the collection of people, go to the judiciary, get to pick up. Somebody can presume, or somebody can presume what we are doing on that. And we don't want to say about today.
All right. Thank you. Thank you. Move on. Got to move on. I've got Braid. Oh my, sorry about that, Braid. Do call back if you can. Let's your thoughts and laugh aloud. This is funny. Is it hope if it is national election, coalition party will also together to support the winning president for the sake of peace despite irregularities? Ernest from Uji is asking. These are the issues, right? Your calls coming in. I'd really like to hear your thoughts. I'd like to hear what you. I've got in 2 minutes time. You call it speaks, goes straight to the point. It's not. I'm asking you to call via call, and can you call via WhatsApp? WhatsApp 08090306. I've got Easy. Easy.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon, Easy.
About the local government and discussions we have about the judiciary and other people. For me, I know that there is a way to follow things, understand? Just that our government are not working the word of God, that is the problem. Because there are some things that should be done that if you follow the word of God, you know that you do that kind of thing. So to make things straight for us or for judiciaries, or for the federal government or state government or whatever, it's like it's just to scrap everyone now. It's just or we can move on with the word of the Lord, because these people are not doing the word of the Lord. That's why things are going. It's okay. So that is what all this is happening. They are not godly people. They are doing things their way.
All right.
Not the word of God.
All right. Thank you very much. I've got to go. Quintin, I do see your WhatsApp call, but I do have a commercial coming up after the commercial. 28 minutes to the top of the hour. You're still listening to Hard Facts in 92.3 Nigeria Info. I am Kalada Kurubat. But now I've had a few people call in, to join the conversation I'm having for this hour. And, it feels like they did not really get, and maybe that's why I usually would take very much time to explain my conversations. Once again, the conversation is basically about a statement made by a coalition of the 2024 local government chairmanship candidates, right? Let's take a listen to what, the chairman of that coalition said.
The coalition has its misgivings concerning the just concluded Rivers State local government elections, but as true Rivers patriots, wholly committed to the peace, progress, growth, development, and unity of Rivers State, we prefer to communicate same to His Excellency. The coalition requests an urgent audience with His Excellency in person. We pass a vote of confidence on Sir Siminalaye Fubara for his peaceful dispositions, even in the face of obvious provocation.
All right, so the question I'm asking is, let's be, apolitical for a bit. I know it's very difficult for many of us living in Rivers State, right? But let's try. Let's give it a try. And the question is, yes, peace is good. I mean, I've been one of the people who called out for peace right from the very get-go, right? Peace is very paramount to the development of a nation, right? Very, very important. However, the question is, for us to strengthen institutions, can we sweep irregularities during elections under the carpet? So on one side, there is peace, which is very important, which we all need. On the other side, there is the need to strengthen institutions. And the question is, which path should we toe? Should we take? Should we travel on? Should it be the part of peace and let bygones be bygones, including the misgivings that these chairmanship candidates are having? And by the way, nobody has got the right to go to courts except for these candidates, right? So that's where the conversation is coming from. I want to get you towards time is fast spent. So I'm going back to the phone line 0817 923 0002, 0817 923 0003, 0817 923 0007. Now, WhatsApp number for WhatsApp messages and WhatsApp calls 0809 0306 Do endeavor to ensure that your connection is strong enough. For those of you who call in via WhatsApp, ensure that your network is strong enough, because that's also another factor, right? Or better still, you can send me messages via WhatsApp and let's get talking. This one says, I think I've moved on from that conversation, so I'm sorry about that. All right, I don't get your message, so I'm going to go back to the phone lines. I've got Origi via the phone. I do have. Let's see, who do I have here? Origi, I'll be with you in a bit. So I've got a WhatsApp call, so I'm going to take it. Hello. Yeah, hello.
Hello.
Okay. The network there is terrible. Clinton, I can see your call as well. Let's take this. Hello, Clinton.
Yeah, Kalada, good evening.
Yeah, greetings to you. Good afternoon to you.
It's all right. You see, no one expected anything different from that local government election. That's the truth. An election that the governor insisted must hold and heaven would not fall. An election that they negated a valid court judgment. I didn't expect anything different. Now,
but you see, Clinton, I don't think our focus is on whether the election,
Yes, I understand.
We're talking about institutions and peace, that those are the options we have to choose from. So let's get your take on that.
Yes, they said they have their misgivings about the election.
Yes.
And now, they say they are even giving the way because of peace. I'm asking, can there be peace without justice?
But Clinton, when people would ask that question in time past, especially as it relates to Rivers crisis, you would be like, yes, there can be justice or peace without justice and justice without peace, but you call for peace nonetheless. So is it wrong for them to call for peace nonetheless? I'm asking.
The truth of the matter is that we don't have people of character again in the political system. Very few remains. Now, you go into an election with the purpose of winning, canvassing for vote, because they have something to offer. Now you're calling for peace. You're giving away the mandate the people wanted to give to you. And you're requesting for an audience with the governor. I will know when they call for this audience, know what they are demanding for. So it's unfortunate that we have people with our character going into political elections and still expect the people to stand with them, even when they are going against the institutions. So it's very unfortunate.
All right. Thank you very much, Clinton. Thank you for your thoughts there. Moving on, I've got Origi from Ogbokuma. Origi, welcome. What is on your mind, please?
Thank you. Good evening, my dear brother.
Good things to you, Origi.
Politics has become a very dirty business in Nigeria. Otherwise, if we are very thinking good people, how can you go and take coalition to somebody who robbed you from your right? I told you last time that there is no election as far as local government election is concerned. One good day, I know that Chief came into radio publicly and told us that they only take name and send to governor and publish those names through respect. And after publishing the name, then you will go to court. They will still go and bribe the judges and they will give them judgment. So are we not convinced that this is not election? And somebody like the man who said a coalition, is he not ashamed of himself to say coalition?
No, let's Origi, let's not do that. Let's not shame anybody. It's a conversation for development, right? You have your opinion. Okay. Okay.
Wherever we are talking, change the narrative of what we are doing as election. You cannot just select people to be the people that will lead. Tomorrow, you expect them to do different to what you are doing.
All right. Thank you.
Everybody is saying thank you to because they are needing one thing or the other for him. Not that they are really full aligned like him. Because it didn't happen now in River State. And some people say these are the person that we see. They will all go back to that person.
Already I've got to go. All right. Thank you. I've got to go. I've got Eze Ken from Ubumini. Eze Ken, welcome. What is on your mind? Please talk to me.
Good afternoon, Canada.
You're welcome.
Canada, I think the coalition is a good one in the good direction because the Western world does it, irrespective of their party affiliations and the isolation of the PDP in the local government election. I think the governor of River State, for me, he has set a pace, a legacy that other politicians can emulate from. For River State governor, not minding that his party members did not contest for the election, yet the election moved smoothly, free and fair. Then the chairman came together to endorse a vote of confidence. That is to show that Rivers people will be learning how to be politicking in the highest hierarchy. Thank you very much.
Ezekiel, thank you very much. I do have Jeremiah from Andoni. Jeremiah, welcome. Let's get your thoughts and let's talk. What are you thinking?
Good evening, Presenter.
Yeah, greetings to you.
So my opinion there for the coalition of the local government chairman to seek for peace. It's a good one.
Okay, interesting.
Irrespective of anything, peace is paramount to any person or group of persons or community or even states. It is very good as they are calling for coalition to make peace. It says, so I am urging the government processors or the of government to collaborate with this peace. And let's leave our state be at peace.
Okay.
It's our own state.
All right.
We can't go to other states. This is our state we're talking about.
All right then.
Please, that is my appeal.
Oh, interesting.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. I've got Charles from Abia State. Charles, welcome.
Hello, good evening.
Yeah, Charles from Abia State. Let's get your thoughts,
Thank
please.
you very much. My name is Charles from Abia State.
Okay, all right.
Please, I am on the part of peace.
You're on the part of peace, okay.
Yes, in response to your question.
Okay.
It is not as if strengthening our institutions is not important. It is very, very important because according to the order of preference at the moment, as far as River State is concerned,
Interesting.
I think the observation of that coalition is valid. Why I am saying so is because, when you listen to that statement, you discover that the coalition did not deny presence of irregularities. It accepted the fact that there were irregularities, but for the part of peace, the part of development of the people of River State, I think that it's looking dog should lie. Now, on the take of it, if we are talking about strengthening our institutions, you cannot start blowing the whistle in a match, or checking how scoring goals offside at the middle of the match. You start from the beginning. So the talk starts at the head. The fish rotates from the head. If you want to strengthen institutions, we start from the federal. So if you couldn't strengthen a certain political party scored majority of the votes, and at the end of the day, we saw everything swapped to people a particular person. That means the institution right from the head is not strengthened. So it's not a River State that the institutions will begin to be strong. So,
all right.
For the part of people at the moment, now, please,
Charles. Okay, I've got to go. I'm really sorry, but you said something that really struck me. You said it's not from River State that we would or should start to strengthen institutions. Then where should we start from and when? These are the questions. But you do have a point. You said on the scale of preference right now, peace is what is paramount. Do you agree? We'll talk about all of this. Do I have time for open season today? Hopefully for a bit. We'll talk about all of this. But for now, we've got a commercial and we've got to go. Do stay tuned, please.